Konnichiwa, fellow General Armchair Samas. Okay, this is Gamer1745 here with my continuing playthrough of Hearts of Iron 4 with Black Ice. Sort of the Mark II version, I think they're still calling it, or it's 2.5 point something. I don't know exactly. Okay, now, as we last left it, we are getting ready to go after some of the Warlords. Last time I remember when I did this, if I remember correctly, you declare war on one, they all sort of come in, and then I think the Soviets came in or something. I'm hoping that doesn't happen. We don't have any guarantees of Mao Zedong. I did notice a small bug in their map. States aren't supposed to have separations in provinces, so that's a minor bug. May lead to other problems at some point. Just a thing. Okay, now we also need to do a new national focus. I know the Hearts of Iron 4 developers love national focuses, and people really are taken to them. And I'm not against the idea, far from it. I just, sort of the generic 70 days and whatnot, I don't know. But we're going to do this. Just still like decisions and events more. So, let's come down. Guangji Click is how I would pronounce that. We are going to declare war with a conquer focus, yes. Don't think I need to call my allies. So, I don't think we're facing much opposition as in quality. You just sort of come along the coast. Oh. Ooh, that isn't good. So we're gonna... We can't attack from China. Call to arms. Yeah. This is bumping up world tension, of course. Oh, pause. Attacking. Now, here we're going to invade. We're being much fancier than we most likely need to be. You guys should sort of drive to their capital. I don't know that you're having much opposition. Okay. Now. Hello, Arno. How you doing? Good to see you. Infantry equipment. We have received. Oh, yeah, we have received a small shipment of infantry equipment from Venezuela. Okay. Don't know why Venezuela would want to send me infantry equipment, but thanks so much. I'm doing just fine. Okay, well, new attack there. So you guys crash your orders because I want you to do specific things. You cut off them, and you guys march down this way. Just taking their capital. You guys, instead of go there, you come up to here. Capital move down here. So you continue on to there. Malming. Okay, we've got new bomber types ready. Research. That is good. Well, you're in 39. Did unlock that. Probably see about anti-aircraft guns. It's another thing to produce, but I think it will be useful. Time. China, we of course rule the air really, so it's not really much of a thing. And well, since we newer bombers, let's produce newer bombers. Here, there. Now, air experience. Well, before we start this, no, make sure that I'm always unsure when I go in and change some of this stuff. Is it taking? Increase flight performance. This will decrease fuel. Increase range, so and that looks good. Slightly improved. So now here, you've not. Okay, come here. Now I know for sure I'm selecting it for there. Let's convert over. There we go. naval action. Oh, their air were coming after our ships. Ooh, they shot up some of our aircraft. Ships are here mostly to stop any trade that they may have. Ah, Nakajima fighters. Okay. Now let's come over here and also see about spending a little. Okay, lightweight and drop tanks. Drop tanks will dramatically increase your aircraft's range. That's good. They're mostly limited. Lightweight. Well, we'll just do the drop tanks. Increase range. Now, we should come up here, I think. Somewhere, don't we have? Ah, here. The type 1. Do this, we will improve our basic artillery considerably. That would be a good thing. Well, we've taken out their secondary capital, it looks like. Poland refuses German ultimatum. Why are they? Oh, here's their new capital. Let's drive down here, occupy this. Okay, well that jumps Germany going to war. Poland jumps world tension massively. One joins the Allies. More aircraft. Thought we got most of the airports. Yeah, see, there we go. We're taking out some of their shipping. Okay, well. Let's look at some of these states. Yes, we want that. Yes, we want that state. Yes, we want that state. Yeah, now we want that state. Oh, maybe. Oh, yes, yes, we want that state. We're mainly trying to grab resources with this. Yeah, we want to connect via the land. Go. And border gore from becoming too bad, we can do that. Okay, we're gonna end turn. Now, let's see about giving these to China. There we go. This may shoot up world tension. But, well, we're sort of doing that anyway, so let's... And you see, by doing that, we've now achieved more military factories. Just a few more, and a few more shipping. I didn't think we were going to get massive out of China, but it's helpful. So these two, we will go to building more heavy cruisers. And because we're going to take a quick look here, we need more infantry equipment and more field uniforms. So let's come up here. Well, we're going to do one, and where's field uniforms? Right here. 2. We are building more factories, but we're also building more specialty factories, which will help that. Okay, we're at 100% world tension, so world tension no longer really matters too much. So let's continue to declare war here. He looks shocked. Don't know if it's the colorization or something. I know people have a tendency, especially in the old days, because now, in the olden days, kids, people had to stand really still for photos. In the very olden days, you know, the 19th century, they actually had sort of like neck braces that basically they, you know, something that would be on a pedestal on a floor, you know, come up sort of behind you so you wouldn't be seen, and it would come up and sort of like they would be adjustable to like hold your, you know, the back of your neck, not really tight or really anything sort of, you know, rigid or anything like we think of as a medical neck brace or anything, but just to sort of hold you still. So if you see, like, you know, the old cowboy days and whatever, you know, pictures of those people or presidents or whatever, they're all straight and rigid because they had to have literally, like, I don't know, 5 seconds. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, without any movement. So people were rigid. People would artificially keep their eyes open so that they wouldn't blink, you know, so that, you know, so people, you know, all seemed nowadays when we look back at those photos as being so formal because they had to hold that pose without moving, and so you couldn't get any sort of life in them. But even in the, you know, more recent olden days, still the exposure time wasn't anything like that, but was enough that people generally held still for, oh, let's take a photo, so everyone would, you know, sort of tense up a little bit. So could be that, but could be just something was going on. Okay, we're going to do a conquer focus. I don't want to call all my allies, but I do want to call in because we want to give them some of the territory. Or most of the territory. You attack that unit. Oh. Yeah, now there. Attack that unit there. Come on. Here we go. You guys go after the Ming. we should be having a fair amount of, well, we can move probably some air closer. Now that we got more airports. Okay, my resources are doing much better now. Fall of Warsaw. Let's take a quick look and see how things are going. In Europe, okay, well, reasonably good. Nothing so far crazy. Ah, Kawasaki bombers. I'm definitely not going to be building all of these models. You know, I don't know whether we do this, or we skip to there, or we just wait and do this for everybody to 0. Now we could use more of these completed. That's going well. Someone was commenting, I think in the Hearts of Iron 3, I watched too many forums, too many games, that without the humans... Ah, hello, Darth Thief. Good to see you. Commenting that Germany didn't annex Austria. So we gotta watch to see how things go without human intervention. So you guys are struggling to get it. Well, thanks for subscribing. I mean, I'm following. Subscribing is different. Poland has capitulated. Okay, good. Yep, Poland gets munched. But notice, well, we'll see if the Ribbentrop-Molotov pact kicks in or not. Germany's got all of Poland at the moment. Light aircraft factory level reached, and as you can see, lots of benefits to different aircraft production. Check on something there. Okay, continuous artillery fire. So, we've got that. This is part of the background checks. That has multiple meanings, doesn't it? Background techs, I should say, but also sort of checks. But to World War II combat technology here. A lot of nations, like Japan, had very little experience in World War II. so that they didn't have this necessarily ingrained in their armed forces. Okay. Artillery harassment fire, that's good. Rear area bombardment. These are all the same time, so Naples tactic, rear area fire. We're gonna do that. Probably conquer the Dutch East Indies. Arno was asking about. Yeah, I think so, because I want the oil and other resources. There is sort of. I'm willing to occupy some territories. I don't, like Yunnan here. We can pull the resource map. I don't think it hardly has any real resources. So, yes, this state up here had a lot, but to try to get contiguous territory would be hard. I think that's the Chinese rear capital here. Sort of give them an interior fighting chance, but so that's fine. China can have some resources to build up its army, but I'm trying to secure that. Do I need places like Siam? Well, we got a fair amount of tungsten, so probably don't need that too much. We're not rubber. Well, if we take here, well, that's probably enough rubber for anybody. But take some of this. Well, maybe we don't need it. I don't know. But so that's sort of what I'm looking at. We start following up to there. Basic artillery factories. In case they. Fascist China. Yeah, after a fascist. Well, this is different reorganized nationalist China, but yeah. Okay, so we can modify our government. Okay, head of state Hirohito, so we can't change him in any practical sense. Looking at our choices we have, Prince of Terror. Schemer, fascist. Dismal Enigma, which is the sort of trait that was originally set up for this happens to me too often. Canaris, Admiral Canaris, head of the German Secret Service, was. Yeah, Darthief. Italy is looking high on the list for the next country to play. So that is very likely. Codebreaker. Oh, I don't think we have enough. These are the better two. Economics. Well, if we're going to do a political advisor, let's add instead of swap. This will reduce our need for consumer goods. So let's take a quick look. We currently need 5, so we come over here and add him. We we now only need one, so that is an improvement. More factories building stuff. Troops are moving slowly through all these mountains, which is reasonable. Now, and of course, just because I'm human and looking at one thing at a time, but there's no reason to wait on all of these. So we've already have 100% world tension. So we're going to declare war, and we're going to do that. And then we're going to get China involved, just because we want to give possibly some of the territory to China. And, whoa. Yeah, we may also want to give some of the territory up here. So, let's get these guys involved too. It's that war. Will you just start marching into here, maybe? Russia occupies eastern Poland. Okay, so let's pause this a minute. So they've honored the Ribbentrop-Molotov Pact, and that's going. Just sort of watching to see what happens in Europe without us directly doing it. Oh, we're going to get the communists too. Don't worry. The communists are just going to be a little bit harder, so they're maybe going to... Well, let's first get these guys down so that we can come out their flank. Is what I want to do here. Okay, you come march this way. You march this way. You march up that way. You just do holding actions there across the river. You come that, you come there, and you flank into there. All such brilliant moves that the AI will never be able to deal with. I hope everyone got that. I was joking, but I'm surprised the AI can beat the AI at times. Ah, what does Beijing? Okay, yes, we'll take some Mosin Nagant rifles. Not that they really actually made them in real life, but whatever. Now these provinces, okay, they don't know. We may still give them. I want Beijing to be my northern sort of bulwark. Yeah, out of date. Like we thought, their capital shifts. They're coming down to it. Cool. You cross over, take the air base. Naval innovations, great. That will help us research some more cruiser types, I think. Okay, battleship or carrier focus, but let's see. We could do that. That would be useful. Get down to Saka Army Arsenal. Yeah, that would be nice. Let's do this. We can wait just a little bit on carrier focus, I think. Battleship, you think, Thor? I don't know about that. Battleships are cool and all, but carriers really sort of like kick their ass. You can support the attack. And so can you? Let's put you under. Okay. Oh, Beijing didn't have it. Oh well. Okay. I'm gonna click over here. I think they get them all. What I got done. There we go. What, you mean we didn't get... Oh, this is down here. Oh, Yunnan. Oh, well, of course, yes, I want to give Yunnan. No wonder why... Oh, man. I was thinking Shaanxi was surrendering, but it was Yunnan, and I wanted to give all of that to Yunnan, or to China. Ah, man, I'm getting confused here. Yeah, well, Germany didn't do well, or didn't have many carriers, had the one partially complete. Okay, yes, here we go. For Shaanxi, we want to, let's see. There we go. We want to give that to Beijing. And the rest we want to give to China. And turn, yes. There we go. Now, these may not have Mongolian cores on them, but oh well. I want to expand their territory here. Okay. Now, you come over here. They've got these, and they're going down last. So this army, let's all put them on trains and let's send them up here. Pan SS. Ah, well, I should think about that. I know of the mod. I haven't looked at the mod to know really what it's like. But I think the next non-World War II mod I think I want to play is a World War I mod. I'm not absolutely sure which one at the moment, but one of them is what I'm looking at doing. But sometime, yeah, I can look at some other periods. Now, I don't want to focus too heavily. Let's make sure we are doing some of these. Okay, we've got that. Well, seeing as how we want surface search radar, we need to come over here and do some of this. I don't think these guys will be hard to take. They've got more just marching distance. So call to arms. Japanese Mall War. Oh, we have more civil factories. Okay, good. Now, still think my major struggle here is building things like uniforms and rifles and transport vehicles. So, oh no, we want this one. Click these. I want to build one more of these. These will help with production of vehicles, but a bit more directly. I've already done this, haven't I? Yeah. Okay, you guys come in, march up here. Take out the maw clicks. Capital. There we go. That will allow us to surround Germany, East Africa. Yeah. I don't know if Darthief, if you've played my Third Reich event or my Tanganyika mod for Hearts of Iron 3, but go really deeply into Germany, East Africa with that mod. Again, well, there's also a Hearts of Iron 4 version, but it's out of date now. No, okay, well. Oh, no, Gewehr M98s. Those are, actually pre-World War. No, they're World War I German rifles, so yeah. Great, and we now have more free factories, so we're going to, that's 2 more rifle production. I need rifles. You guys march up to there so that you will be on pushing on that border of Red China. See, it's Red China. Oh, well, good. Port that attack. You join the attack. Okay, more infantry equipment from Venezuela. Exactly why that's happening, I don't understand entirely, but okay. You attack there, you attack here, get the province with the factory in it. Construction 3, so that should also allow us to do this, which gets us more resources. Okay, anti-aircraft guns, good. Let's come back over here to some of these technologies. Radios, yeah. And we've overrun them and taken their capital. Now, where did their capital move to, if anywhere? Oh. We can go up and try to occupy the airbase. Small arms factory. Greece? Yeah, I understand. Gets a bit much for some people. Don't worry about that in a moment. Once you get there, you swing over to there. Let's build a few more shipping construction yards. Yes, that's where their capital moved to. Okay. Artillery factory 4 level, vehicle factory 4, so that should help vehicle and particularly production. Okay, well, these guys, yeah, just take all states. There we go. See, I didn't do it for myself, I did it for China's own good. We were just helping unite China. That's it, that's the story. Alright, you on live stream, don't go anywhere, just ending the episode, the YouTube episode here. So, as I just hinted, I want to thank everyone for watching, want to thank you for liking the videos, and if you haven't already, please subscribe to me on YouTube. And of course, post questions, comments, suggestions, ideas, corrections. Love hearing from you. See you next time for more Hearts